Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 30 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. That's 3rd down.
They certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine it would be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This complete to David Bell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Watson now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Hunt. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stick situation. If he doesn't make the ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Cobb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it. You do go through it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Six yards left on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. The window started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. The give is to Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the...
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown here's Crosby to kick it away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands and we want to head the other way.
Also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And a loose football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 5 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Faking the give, now Watson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This is the tight end, Njoku. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there on the dime. Here's Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers throwing here. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful.
I guess when you're out, you're out. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something out on the board and then get shut out.
Safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Talk about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats and maybe some back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But the absolute pinch is shut out, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides went